couple of points I want to communicate here from here, like regarding the portal, right? A lot of confusion is there in the portal. So I want to confirm the portal is open for limited number of students, right? So it is open September cycle 3 and cycle 4. So these September cycle 3 and cycle 4 will be able to access the portal. We are getting a lot of issues in the portal, in the bugs. So it will take some time to rectify the bugs. So other students, those who are enrolled in different terms, like in January terms or in other than cycle 3 to cycle 4 in September, we are getting a chat box, you can see. So that Google, in case cycle 3 and cycle 4 students are facing any issues in the portal, they can just fill the Google form. So it's something like you are raising the request, and the request is directly go to the technical team, right? So they just look into your issues, whatever the issues you are facing, and they rectify the issues. So it's a properly tried, because if you are sending a mail to us and it is quite difficult, we'll just like a lot of mails are coming to us, right? So it might be the condition, like maybe sometime your mails will be skipped. So that's why we have created a Google form. You can just put your request in the Google form along with attach the documents, whatever the issues you are facing, a screenshot and all, so that your problems will be rectified as soon as possible. So this is with respect to the portal I want to communicate. So because we are getting a lot of queries like, sir, we are not able to open the portal. We are in January term and we are in January, September terms this cycle. So obviously you won't be able to open the portal. But only, as I mentioned, only two term students, cycle 3 and cycle 4 are have the accessibility to the portal. Others don't have the accessibility, right? Yeah. So now we can s- start with the doubts you people are having. Just raise your hands one by one so that I can just try to understand the issues which you are facing, and then we can just try to sort it out. Right. Okay. You are facing. Yeah, Sandeep.
Hello, sir. Sir, I am from the
Yeah,
January
Sandeep.
1st cycle. Sir, am I audible, sir?
Okay.
So, sir, first
Yes, yes,
cycle,
you are audible.
I have submitted my final report, but the feedback is
Mhm.
still pending. And I think from today onwards, the slot for the Viva is going to start. Sir, when I
Yeah,
can.
so the thing is that these things are happening because a lot of issues are coming in the portal, and technical issues are there. So if your reviews are getting delayed, don't worry, you'll get a reviews as soon as possible. Right. So as of now, if you are getting the portal link for this Viva thing and all, you'll just get update for the same, right? So don't worry about this thing. It will take some time because of the portal issues, everything is getting delayed. So be passionate and just wait for a couple of days, and you'll surely get a reviews.
And sir, one more thing, sir, how I can
Yes.
access the numbers that I have got in the like proposal submission and then midterm submission.
No, that numbers I think you already received. Na? You are in which stage? You are in final submission or in proposal or midterm?
Sir, final submission, sir. I have done the final submission.
So in the last proposal, you receive the feedback, right? In the with the feedback, you receive the marks.
Sir, I think I have only received the feedback, not the
Yes,
marks.
yes. So the marks you will get at the end, right? For manually, like those who are submitting by G form, they'll get a marks after the Viva. All the compiled marks you will get after the Viva.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
yes. Okay, okay. Yeah, Vidush.
Good. Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, actually, I have registered for this January term, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
still unable to start it. Like actually, what
Mm-hmm.
happened was earlier I was facing problem in collecting data. Now I
Mm-hmm.
have got a business, a
Mm-hmm.
shop which is ready. The thing is that it is in a village.
It is
So
in village. Okay.
yes, sir. So they
Mm-hmm.
go to city and bring like items from there, like twice or thrice in a month, depending upon demand.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So a major issue that they're facing is that they told me uh, that edible items get expired most of the time.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But they have data only for when they brought items, but they don't have data for like what items expired or when they expired.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm
Okay.
unable to understand like how to like approach this problem.
Yeah. So there, I think two more issues you will be facing, or the vendor will be facing is they are not when they are going to in the village. What exactly is happening? The products will not be a frequently selling product. Like it will take some time because people have a lot of resources in the villages, right? So
Yes, sir.
the expiry should be more than a year, right? Once they are just purchasing the product, at least they can just find it out. The expiry should be more than a year. The other thing is that from the data, like whatever
Yes, sir.
data you will give, from there you can just tell them these are the frequently selling material, right? From that data, you can find it out. Okay, these are the material in a month. How much people are taking that particular product, right? From
So,
there, you have a counts of the data, counts of the product, right? These are the products. Uh, Krishna Priya, can you just mute? So from there you'll get a detail like okay these are the products you are having and these are the frequently selling. So in a month, what is the frequency of that product, right? So like when you're going for a purchase,
yes, sir.
right, in town or all, then you can just opt more quantity of that particular material. So that what will happen next time when you are going for purchasing the material, then you don't have to take the material that material again. So it will reduce your transportation cost. And what you will do, you can just when you are going next time, just try to take some new product as well because in villages people are not aware of a lot of things, right?
So, but like, what the data they have is that when they purchase
Mm-hmm.
the items, like what happens many times, for example, they brought Parle-G on 1st of
Mm-hmm.
February. Then they,
Mm-hmm.
but it finished on, let's say, 6th or 7th of February, but they next went to the
Mm-hmm.
city on 10th or 11th.
So that is what I'm saying. If Parle G, like in a 1 week, they are the condition will be of stock out condition of Parle G, right? So they from the data, whatever the data they will give you, from that data you will know what is the frequency. Like if it is a 1 week and they are planning to go after 4 week, right? So they can have a stock of 4 week, right? So it should not be a stock out condition. Like if Parle-G, it's selling in a 1 week, they are getting a stock out condition. So they can have a stock for 4 week because they are going, their next visit to the town will be after 4 week, right? So they
So
can at least have a stock of 4 week.
actually, we don't know that when the stockout is happening. It's that their days of going
Mm-hmm.
to town are fixed, and they're bringing items on those days. So if the item is finished, they bring it. But item may be finished a few days before also, or item maybe like
Hmm.
some pieces are remaining. That case is
Yeah.
also
So
there.
exact information you will not get. A rough estimate you will get from there, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what I'm telling you. Like if you just do the analysis part, right? How the product is going to sell, right? It is a 1 week stock or so. Past 4 months or 6 months, you'll get an idea. Okay, these products are stocking out in this particular. What is the frequency in a week? How many numbers are selling, right? How many numbers is selling from this particular product? So
Okay.
from there you'll get idea. You'll get a rough idea. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
Parle G 50 packets are selling in a week. You'll get idea, right?
Yes, sir.
So what you'll do 50 into 400, 50 into like 4 week he's going, right? So 50 into 4 you can just put it and just rough estimate you can take that much product.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
Uh,
So one more thing. Sir,
Yeah.
what? from what data he gave me, like this, from what he brings from town, from this I
Mm-hmm.
concluded that like in March first week and in Diwali week, there were very less
Okay.
sales. Like it is a
Mm-hmm.
festival week, and in those weeks there is extremely less sales. So when I talked to
Okay.
him, he told me that it
Mm-hmm.
happens because most of the workers go to their homes. It happens. Hello.
Yeah, yeah, tell me.
Okay. So what he told me that most of it the sale go down because most of the workers go to their villages, like to the neighboring
Mm-hmm.
villages, to their homes. So what happens
Correct.
is the sales go extremely low.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I
So
was
this will
like I
happen.
thought of a
This fluctuations will happen. This fluctuation will happen because seasonal changes are there, right? Seasonal and occasional changes are there. We can't have a hold on that, right? We don't know how the patterns are going on, right? In the seasonal sales. So for that pattern, at least you can have a data for three particular seasons, three previous seasons. Then you will able to understand what exactly are the patterns in the season it's coming, right? So in a rainy season, there is a different sale. In a winter season, there is a different sale. In summer season, there is a different sale. So if you want to estimate the sale pattern for different seasons and different festivals, right? So at least you can have a data for 2 to 3 seasons or 2 to 3 festival. That only you will able to understand. And these are we are not counting the season things in particular data because it's a random fluctuation, right?
okay.
Random variable, so these are the random variables which is happening, right? We can't predict, like it might be the case the sales will increase a lot, right?
Yes, sir. So
So
what?
I'll give you the example of fireworks, right? People are selling a fireworks, right? So how they are estimating their sales in Diwali and all, right? So they are estimating the sales based on, they are forecasting the future sale based on the previous record, right?
Yes, sir.
So, but it is not the same. Might be one shopkeeper. There are multiple shops. One shopkeeper, he will get a sale more than the previous sale, right? So
Yes, sir.
stock out condition will be there. And one seller, he is not even getting a sale with respect to the previous sales. So it's something like a different thing. It's a customer. It depends upon the customer base as well, right? If the customer, you have a good customer base, they are coming in the next year also. You are coming. They will come to your shop, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have a fixed customer database, and these are the seasonal things that we can't predict because if the customer is not finding your shop, he is finding some other shop. He can go. He can fluctuate easily. He can fluctuate.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Correct.
so what I was thinking that I'm thinking of suggesting a solution to it. Can I include
Mm-hmm.
this problem and that solution I'm thinking of in this project?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. Just
Sir,
take what I'm suggesting. Take the data, interpret from the data.
yes, sir. So, from the data interpreted that on these weeks, on the especially festival weeks, sales are extremely low. I
Mm-hmm.
have data of around 1 year, and from
Okay.
there he told me that it is because of workers. So I have an idea to solve this problem.
Yes, yes. And inventory thing also you can find it out because inventory is something it's blocking his money, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
he can save more money because if he is in a village, he can't invest too much money, right? So try to find it out what exactly in the inventory and how much years it is spending.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Okay.
one last question, sir.
Yeah.
Are these two problems sufficient for me in this project?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't depend like these two problem or three problems are sufficient. So it depends upon your business. It depends upon the data. A lot of things are depending upon. You just choose
Okay.
it. Okay, these are the problems because you have to find out the problem. I can't suggest it
Yes, sir.
because what about the data? What about the problem you are discussing with the this particular shop owner? What he's suggesting, right? So
Yes, sir.
these things will come with your discussion with the shopkeeper and with your like intuitions. Okay, these might be the problems for the business.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, okay,
Thank you, sir.
yeah, yeah, Kisle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me what is the problem you are having.
Sir, actually, I got the letter after that. I've submitted the proposal. So, according to proposal,
Uh-huh.
they are ready to give the data. But, sir,
Mm-hmm.
actually I wanted to know if the proposal was approved or not, so that I can collect the data. But thing is that they are asking ki you give me the format and what kind of data you need. So
Mm-hmm.
based on the feedback, I will be sure that what data should be must to get from the company, and what could
Mm-hmm.
be avoided if they are not, because I want to contact them in a next time in a
Mm-hmm.
very sure manner.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
sir,
So basically,
so
basically, the first thing is that about the proposal, you didn't get the feedback of the proposal. I told you in the starting of the meeting as well,
yes,
because of the portal issues, everything is getting delayed, right? Because
sir, we
portal,
have submitted, I think, from G form.
no, yeah, that is fine. But the thing is that portal things we need to clarify as soon as possible because they are in the September term, right? A student in the
Okay.
portal are from September term. So the thing is that this is the last term for them, right?
Yes, yes.
So we are checking there and solving out the issues. So might be a week it will be delayed, but you will get the feedback for the proposal as soon as possible, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So,
So that the second point is regarding this thing about the data and all. So
yes, sir.
I told you last time also, like you have to discuss with that particular person, shopkeeper or what, whoever the organization person is it. You have to discuss with him. Okay, these are the problems statement. You have to find it out. You have to discuss with him and find it out what exactly are the problem statement, right? So from the problem statement, you can just accordingly you can collect the data. So like it is a problem statement for inventory. So you need a data related to inventory, right? If it is a problem statement with respect to profit loss, right? Or finding the key SKUs, right? So your data will be different in that condition. So you have to just talk to him, just find it out what exactly are the problem statement. If there's a multiple problem statement, you have to find it out. Okay, how the forecast you have to do, like forecasting for the next
Actually,
1 year.
sir, what is actually, I understand. I also segregated some important segments where some important data that has to be collected, that is needed. But thing is that
Okay,
the data has to be collected from five, three multiple places where he is also
okay.
putting his effort, and as you know, some data is going to be collected from the surveys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
both has to be merged into one sheet. From surveys, I
Mm-hmm.
am trying to get the data as much as possible based on your feedback. But for
Yes,
the
yes.
organization data is required as far as that is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
That needs a feedback thing, because they will get in one shot, because they have to do it in get it from two, three, four places. So
Okay.
that will be
Okay.
bothering for next time. So
Okay.
that will be
So what
repetitive
you
work
can
for
do?
them.
What you can do? You can just share me your proposal. I'll just look into it, and I'll not give you comments because it's a point of contradiction. Like if I'm giving
Yes, sir.
some different comment and reviewers, so I'll suggest you. Okay, these are the things you can just. Your proposal is whatever the problem statement you have quoted are okay or not. That I'll comment it. So accordingly, you can collect the data.
Okay, sir.
Fine. Okay. Okay.
Fine, sir. No issues. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Srividya.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Sir, I
Good
belong to
afternoon. Tell
this January 23 batch, I mean the current term, and I meant to
me.
submit my proposal, sir, but I just had a chance to few visits to the nearest fitness center, sir. So I thought of doing it pertaining to that, but I just wanted to understand if that would be considered as a business as well, or
Yeah,
will
it's
you?
a business.
Okay,
It's also a business problem.
correct.
Like
Okay,
fitness center, what type of people's trends are there, right?
that's
Because if you
correct, sir.
see a lot of people have a resolution in New Year, they make a resolution to be a fit, right? And after then they'll take a subscription, but they are not coming to the center, right? So there
Correct.
are potential gaps. You can just find it out.
Okay, so I mean, because most of the discussions that we had were pertaining to these actual shop-related problems. So I just wanted to, before
No,
I
no,
work on these,
it's not.
sure,
It's
sir.
not something like that. So I'll tell you all, like we have received some of the reports which are based on the forecasting as well. Optical shops, right?
Mm-hmm.
Optical shops. in weather prediction also. Like people have done the data analysis for the weather prediction also. So it's not something we are restricting you to some particular field, because these are the businesses which people will get frequently in nearby location. They'll easily get the data,
Okay.
right? So it's not restricted. Wherever you are getting the data, what you find it out is a potential problem, you can just work on it. We don't have any
That's
issues.
sure, sir. I've identified the problem based on what I had the discussions with him. But on working with the proposals, right, on this problem solving approach, we do have these details to understand how I solve it. So all that would
Yes,
be
yes.
as I proceed further, only I would be able to get into that, sir. So I was just stuck there to complete my
So
proposal.
okay, so in problem solving approach, what you have to do, like it's a initial phase. If you, something in your mind, it's fine, right? If you are finding it out, okay, these are the data points I'm having, and like this, I will able to proceed. So it's not concrete, it's not fixed, right? Whatever the approach, it's something like what suggestions you are giving and what you are planning to do in the future, right? In your future reports or in with respect to the project, what you are going to plan. So it's something you can put it there.
Okay, so I
It's
need
not
not
in.
collect. Sorry, sir. Please
Yes.
proceed.
No, no problem. You can just proceed.
No, what I wanted to understand is I need not collect the actual data now and work on those graphs at the moment, because that would be
No,
too
no, no,
late
no,
for
no.
me, right? Correct.
Proposal is something we have already told. It's a teaser, right? It's a
Okay.
teaser of a movie, right? So in teaser, you have to showcase what exactly. We are mainly focusing on the business problem, whether
Okay.
you are able to identify the business problem or not.
Mm-hmm.
That is what mainly we are focusing. So
That's
in
it.
that condition, you are putting everything about a little bit about the organization. So that's why the proposal is too short. It's 4 pages itself, right?
Mm. Okay.
So it's something how you're planning and what exactly are the business problems. So we'll see whether these business problems are feasible or not.
Okay. Okay. Because on our
Okay.
problem solving approach, we do have these sub points, right, sir? Details about the methods
Mhm.
used, what data to be collected. So all that, whatever I
Yes.
have in mind, I can put it. That's what it would be
Yes,
in the
yes. That
proposal.
you can
Okay.
just that you can put it.
Okay, sir. Sure.
It's yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, sir. Yeah.
Fine. Thanks. Yeah. Krishit, you can just tell me.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have submitted my proposal. I think I'm
Mm.
expecting it to get accepted. But midterm, there is a sector that I have to put the metadata and descriptive statistics. So can you just explain that
Okay.
what kind of things you have to put it in there, like metadata and descriptive statistics?
Yes, yes. So what I will suggest, like in metadata analysis, what you have to do.
Yes, sir.
Metadata is something description of your data, right?
Okay.
So whatever the data you are putting means reviewer don't know, like whoever is reviewing your report, they don't know about your data, right? So
Mhm.
you will have to explain about your data in metadata analysis. What exactly are the SKUs, right? What the different things, how the sale patterns, what sales, how your data cleaning, right? How you are cleaning the data, because you are cleaning the data. But if you don't explain that data, then we don't able to understand how you clean the data, that
Okay.
the data is for how many years. In the descriptive analysis, what you have to do, in descriptive analysis, you have to find out, okay, if you are taking a data for 1 year, right, for particular product, what is the standard deviation? What is the mean, right? How much mean it is coming? What is the maximum? What is the minimum for that particular product? What is the maximum sale, right? So these things you have to put in the descriptive analysis. It's
Okay.
descriptive statistic, right? So these are the two things which are quite important, because if you are proceeding with the reports, if you are putting something, then at least the data information should be there, right?
Yes.
What exactly the data is saying,
Yes, sir.
because the reviewer don't know about your data.
Right.
You are the best person to know the data about the data. You are presenting the data, but the person who is reviewing your report, he don't know anything about your data. So the
Right.
data information should be provided in the metadata analysis, right?
Okay. 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 Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Krishna Priya.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Tell me.
Okay, sir. So I have two questions. One is uh, I am doing the project in Jan term. I have submitted
Mhm.
proposal and term which got accepted. Final submission I have submitted now. When can we expect the result for it, sir?
Your voice is not clear because some background noise is coming.
Sir, I'm not able to hear you
Can you
properly.
repeat it one more time?
When can we get the mail on rejection or approval for the final submission?
Final submission, I told you, like you will get it in a week or so. Like within a week, you'll get a reviews. What exactly? You are from
Oh,
which term? January term.
Jan, yeah, January 23.
So might be we are expecting within a week you will get it done.
Okay,
Because I'm telling you, like we are September terms students, we are trying to resolve the issues
Mhm.
because it's the last term for them, and we have to finish their things first because it's getting
Okay,
delayed. So once it
okay,
is done, so might be a delay of 1 week you can expect.
okay, sir. Post that, Viva slots will be allocated, right,
After
sir?
then, I think they'll just schedule a Viva for you. They'll provide a slot.
Okay, can we expect Viva, if at all final submission is approved, can we expect Viva like somewhere around April 10th or the second week?
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes. So
okay, sir.
within a week, I think they will be. They'll give you a time of week, and after then they'll conduct a Viva for you all.
Oh, for final application, 1 week will be given.
1 week, or I didn't know like how, because things are just getting delayed because of the portal thing. So I don't know what
Hmm.
exactly the timeline they are providing with you all.
But minimum a week will be given, right, sir, for preparation.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Polykollu.
Sir, Palgun, sir. My name is Palgun, sir.
Polykollu. Yeah. Tell me.
Yes, good morning, sir. Sir,
Good morning.
actually, I have submitted proposal in cycle two, sir. So in
Okay.
that in cycle two, I submitted proposal regarding a family restaurant, sir, which was renowned
Mm-hmm.
restaurant previously in our city.
Okay.
Now they're just having a break-even business, sir. Previously, they were
Mm-hmm.
into profits, sir.
Okay.
Uh, the problem that I identified was there are nearly 20 restaurants nearby that surrounding area, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So the restaurant wants to get into profit, sir, and they wanted to know the corona trends, sir. After corona, the style of ordering the food in the restaurant has changed, sir, according to the problem noticed. And
Mm-hmm.
they also have a serving time problem, sir, in the kitchen. So I wanted to take the data accordingly, sir, but now they are denying.
Mm-hmm.
I thought of taking the data from 2020 to 2023 till date, sir, but
Mm-hmm.
because of some issues they are unwilling, they are not willing to give the data, sir. So until which
Okay.
period can I take the data, sir?
No, if as you already told, they want analysis for Corona period as well. They want to know the trend, right? So for
Sir,
that, you need the data for that as well, right?
sir, yes, sir. Sir,
And
the main problem was they wanted to get into profit, sir. Means they want to sustain that competition and they want to gain profit, sir. That is a main problem for them.
yeah, so for that they need to give the data. That only you will be able to analyze it. Like whatever the data, how much data, maximum data is possible from there, and you
Yes,
take the data. And if
yes, sir.
this is something like you have to do a competitive analysis as well because a lot of competitors are there, right? You told
Yes, sir.
me 20 shops are there.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
what exactly? So in that condition, he has to make some key products, right? Key products in
Yes,
the sense like if I will say MACD, right? So what the thing is coming in your mind? MACD is famous for the burger, right? If you say
yes, sir.
Pizza Hut, right? Pizza Hut is famous for their pizzas, right? So these are
Yes,
the
sir.
things you have to identify. What exactly are their specialty, and you have to
Okay,
focus
sir.
more on the special things instead of focusing on the whole menu because a lot of
Okay.
competition is there in the market. 20 restaurants are already there. Existing restaurants are already there. So whatever you
Yes,
are
sir.
serving, they are also serving, right? But
Yes, sir.
food is something based on the taste. They are whatever the
Yes,
taste you are providing, they are not finding the same taste in the other shops, right? They are finding some better taste in the other shops, so they are just going there. So the customer
okay,
database he has to maintain. He has to interact with the customer because
sure.
how much you are interacting with the customer, they will be more convinced with your shop, right? Just when the
Yes,
customer
sir.
is coming, they'll ask what is the problems you are facing, what exactly you are asking. Because if you are more familiar with the customer, now, if you are going to some shop, right? If
Yes, sir.
the salesperson is too much familiar with you, like in the first meeting, he'll ask you, sir, what you want, how is your experience, what you are looking for. I'll just help you out for this thing, that thing. So obviously, next time you are going to the particular shop as well,
Yes,
because
sir.
you find it out some relationship between the sales and the customer, right? So
Yes, sir.
obviously, you can find it out a good service from there. So the first thing is the services. The
Sure.
other thing is the SKUs, like key SKUs, key products. He need to
Sure.
focus. He
Sure.
don't focus all the things, right? What the
Sure.
competitors don't have, right? If the like in compete in other shops, they don't have a different pattern of food. Like in lunch
Yes, sir.
time, he can provide something like a combo pack or a small thali, right? Or a small different thing. So the more of the customer will attract it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So these things he need to do. He need to do, and the computer analysis in this condition is quite important because 20 people are
Sure.
there, and it is quite difficult.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir,
Okay.
what all data can I take, sir? Apart from the sales data of different SKUs and feedback, any other data suggestions?
You can take the purchase data as well because the purchase data, like from where he is purchasing the raw material, that is also
Sure.
important. Because if he is
Sure.
purchasing a raw material at a higher price, right? So what will
Sure.
happen? Obviously, his menu rates are increased,
Yes,
and
sir.
he
Yes,
need
sir.
to reduce the rates of the products. So this will also
Yes, sir.
help him out to increase the customer number of customers in his shop. So he
Sure.
can
Sir,
reduce the price. So you have to optimize the purchase price. Whatever the optimal price of the purchase are there, he can just do it.
so, sir, actually, there's a problem, sir. When I visited that restaurant and met the owner, actually he was giving a
Mm-hmm.
rough estimation, but he's not giving the actual figures, sir, data. When I went and approached him, so that has become a
Mm-hmm.
big problem. I just have the rough estimation of what all you mentioned, sir, but how to get the
Okay.
exact data, that I am confused, sir.
So you can just ask him to give you sales data because sales
Sure,
at anyhow he is having a sales purchase data. Sorry, purchase data,
sure,
sales data. Right.
sure.
So from purchase data, if he will give you, you can just estimate the prices, right? What is the prices, raw material prices he's purchasing the raw material. You can just find out in the market, right? Find out in the market in wholesale how much you are getting. So you will get a difference from there. So that thing you can suggest him.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So this much
Hello,
difference is coming, and if you are purchasing in
hello,
bulk, so this much
sir.
thousands of rupees
Actually,
you're saving
voice is
here.
getting.
Okay, okay,
Hello,
fine. It's fine.
sir.
Okay, okay, then
Sir, thank you, sir. Yes.
okay, okay. Yeah, Salini, tell me. Yes, Salini, are you there?
Sir, I guess one more person is there before me.
Okay. No, I think Krishna has joined recently, so that's why you have raised a request. Okay, fine. Yeah, Krishna, tell me.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. I'm from
Good afternoon.
September.
Thank you.
I'm in cycle 4. My midterm got rejected, and I'm facing difficult to
Okay.
incorporate the feedback which I got because the
Mm-hmm.
business has a difficult kind of a problem which they are asking me to resolve. It's a computer and
Okay.
hardware seller, and most of
Mm-hmm.
the software which they are reselling, they are not putting that in their computer database because the bill is not required for them. They are maintaining it
Okay.
on the notebooks to save the taxes. So what we have
Mm-hmm.
done, we have translated their soft copy data to hard copy data, and
Mm-hmm.
I give all the metadata about the data and everything, whatever I got from them. And the problem they
Okay.
have is they are facing difficulty to check whether the software is expired. I mean, the license of the software is expired, and they want to call the customer to renew the license because the data is in
Okay.
notebook. So they're facing difficulty to scroll through the notebooks. So they asked me that
Mm-hmm.
if this can be automated. So the feedback which I got from you, we had a chat day before yesterday, right? And I'm finding it difficult to incorporate that feedback into my midterm.
So one thing I want to tell, it is not looking like a business problem because what he is asking you to do is something new, right? Something you want to create a database for him,
Yes, sir.
right? He need to create a database for him. So creating a database is not a business problem because you are not able to resolve anything for him.
No, so problem is not creating a database. Over after creating the database, what they want that database should tell them that these number of licenses are expiring. Please call them and ask them for a renewal.
Okay.
This is the problem
So
which they are
this
looking.
this so this is the problem. This is the problem. So creating a database is not a business problem. Creating analysis for the expiry license and all, this is a business problem. From there they'll get idea.
Yes, sir. So I have created the database and then mentioned everything in my midterm about the metadata and
Okay.
how we are solving this problem using the data and what are all the extra fields which I have included to sort this problem for them.
No, so
And
might be there is a problem with your report in the sense what I'm expecting because you have mentioned a lot of things about your database, how you are maintaining the database. So it might be confusing for the reviewer. That is what I'm expecting as of now.
okay.
Mhm. So
So
what you will do, you can just try to modify the report. Just put the problem statement link itself. You can just put it like these are my problem statement. You can reframe it, right? Don't give more about the database. Database you can just give a short description in the metadata analysis and descriptive analysis, and the rest of the things whatever you are giving the result as discussion. You just tell him. So these you just discuss about the results only like these many number of licenses are there, and how these licenses are expiring and people are not renewing, right? So you'll
okay.
get an interpretation from there.
Okay, but sir,
Yeah.
actually I mentioned these things as well, along with the charts that how many licenses are there, how many are getting expired, and everything is there.
Okay. So you do one thing. You just share the report with me, your midterm report, along with the
Okay,
these comments, reviewers comments. So I'll look into it and I'll give you the update.
sure, sir. Okay,
Okay.
thank you, sir.
Fine. Okay. Yeah, Lakshmi Nandan.
Sorry, sir. I think Celine should go before me. Like, see, put up
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
Yeah, Sanil, then you can
Yeah,
proceed.
yeah, sorry. My
No problem.
feedback is awaited for the final submission. So I want to ask what all can be asked in the Viva. So is it theoretical or is it just
No,
based
no.
on the
So, Viva thing also, if
project?
you raise the point, yeah, if you raise the point for the Viva, I'll just explain you what exactly in the Viva we are expecting, right? So, Viva should be first thing you don't have to present your report. You have to make a separate presentation, PowerPoint presentation for the Viva. It should be vary from 4 to 5 slides, right? 4 to 5 or 6 slides is also fine, but content should be there. So in that you have to like if you are taking viva of some person, right? Because he is totally blind about
Yeah,
what exactly you have done. So you have to give a brief detail about your. In the first slide, you give a brief detail about what exactly the organization is and what exactly your problem statement, right? So these things you can put in the first slide. After that you can just slowly you can just move in the slides. You just give the detail about your data, how you have done the data metadata and this thing, how you have cleaned the data. And after then what you will do, you can just try to find it out what exactly your results, right? And after then you can just find it out, these are my interpretations. And meanwhile you can just in the last slide or something, whatever the last slide is there, you can just put the detail of this. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible. Okay. So in the
Yes,
last
sir.
slide, what I suggest, right? In the last slide, it's very important to give images, right? Initially, what exactly the business is, and when you have done the project, how the business is getting changed, right? You just try to make a video of that. Like when you are approaching the business, how it was, that video already you are making before this midterm, and you are putting the videos or something, and try to make the video afterwards. How the customer is getting, how the business owner or how the shopkeeper, how it is getting benefited. Just take a feedback video from him, like with his report and with the suggestion, whatever you are giving. Did he convince? He implemented the suggestions or not? Or what are the changes happening? So it will be quite motivating for you as well and for the reviewer as well. Okay, these are the changes.
Okay.
It's
So,
highlighted with respect to your report, right?
okay. So is this video like compulsory or is this a suggestion that you're giving?
It's a suggestion. Like a video you
Okay.
are putting in a meta this thing midterm
Yeah.
report. It's compulsory. But at last, if it is possible, just
Yeah.
take the feedback from him. That feedback will be helpful for you as well.
Yeah.
It will give
Yeah.
appreciation for you, like with this much 6 months or 3 months work you have done. What exactly the other person is thinking about your work, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see if I can do this because
Yes, yes.
it's a company, like a proper
Okay.
company. So I don't know if they will be able to incorporate all the feedback that we give so soon. Like they'll have to obviously discuss
Yes,
it
yes.
with the higher ups and do it. So let's see.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine. Whatever they will give about your work as well, like how you have worked it. They are satisfied with your work, and they will try to implement. It's fine. It's a suggestion. Like it's quite motivating for you as well. Like if you'll get some inputs from
Yeah.
or appreciation from them, it's a suggestion.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So no
Okay.
theory in the Viva, right?
Theory you
Like
don't have to write in. Theory you don't have to write. You have to explain the theoretical part in the Viva itself. Like if you're putting a graph, right? So in the
okay.
graph, what exactly the graphs are saying, you don't have to write a theory in that PPT. You have to explain what exactly
Yeah.
how the graph is changing, what if some trend is there, some fluctuation in the trend is there in the plot. So why these fluctuations are coming?
Okay.
So these things you have to explain while Viva.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can see the Viva. You can see the we have started the series. We have 4 videos that Capstone Best Project Awards.
Yeah, I saw that last
So
Sunday. I
in
guess
that,
there was an interview type.
uh,
si-
correct. So no, previously that also we have a two people are coming in the sessions, and
Yeah,
that you can refer there. They have shown their PPT, how they have made the PPT for the
yeah.
Viva.
Okay,
They have shown and they have explained what exactly they have explained everything. So it will be better for you to get a better understanding. You can just refer that videos.
sure, sure. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine,
Yeah.
fine.
So I think I was next. Lakshmi.
Yeah, Lakshmi. Yeah,
Yeah. So my first question is like for the midterm submission, the in the fifth point it is asking metadata and descriptive statistics. That is the highest.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for that, do you have to give the entire data? So I have collected the last year's data, entire 12 months. But the thing is, like,
Mm-hmm.
I have been able to clean up and like uh, properly format the last 3 months data only. So like October, November, December.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
do I need to like analyze the entire year or like or
No,
should I?
no. So it's something like in metadata, I told you, like it's a description about your data, right? So it doesn't matter if you have a 1 year data, if you have a 3 months data, if you have a 1 day data, right? So it doesn't matter. You have to give a description. You have to give the details about the data.
Okay,
It
sir.
is not depending upon how much year data you have, right? If you have a 1 year data, then you have more to explain over there, right? You have more. You have to give more explanation about your data. If it is a 1 day data or 2 days data, then you have to explain it not in that much detail, right? So it is not depending. Metadata is not depending upon your number of data or number of year of data, right? It will depend upon your data, like what data you are having. That explanation you have to give it there.
Okay, my second question is like I'm trying to do competitor analysis, but
Okay.
I'm not sure. Like I'm just going to do the traditional approach and go to the other shops and do customer service. Like, why are you coming to this?
Okay.
Like, I will not tell them I'm doing this project. I'll just tell them
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing some market analytics. So I'll just sit there and collect like data
Mm-hmm.
for 40 customers. I think that will be relevant, sir, right?
Yeah, that is relevant. Anyhow, you have to get the data from other things. You can
Yeah,
go scan their menu itself. That is also fine.
yeah, okay, yeah,
Like you can take a data from Swiggy also. Like if you know what exactly your particular shop it is, you take a data, collect data from him. The other computer data you can take it from Swiggy also because might be the case they'll not give you the data.
okay, yeah,
So you can collect from there. That trend you will get it. Okay, these are the SKUs they are having. So you can do a competitive analysis from there. For a detail thing, you can just go. If they are ready to give you some details, then it is fine for you.
okay. My third question is like I saw someone used like the heat map for the city, like from where the
Yes,
customer.
yes, yes. I think you just refer to the presentation. I think it's a Capstone Best Capstone Award series lecture. It's a series video number 3 or 4.
So
So there, I think Ashrit or some student is there. So he has done an analysis, map analysis, geographical analysis for that.
okay, yeah, I needed the tool. What tool he used? Like I'm not getting the proper tool to analyze.
So in that condition, it's something like a geographical analysis he has done. What he has done. What is the requirement of the particular shop vendor? Because you want to open a new shop, so he want to know what exactly the location where he can pitch it up, right? So
Okay,
from the job from this analysis, you will have a Google map. From Google map, you can trace how many restaurants are there in particular region,
okay, sir.
right? So
Yeah,
these things will help you out.
okay,
Google Map you can use to map the number of restaurant in the particular region. After then you can use some for if you want something like a trend analysis, right? You can just have a data access for some seasonal changes. For seasonal changes, if it is raining, right? So you
yeah,
can have a data of rain. Like these are the raining condition you are having. So from there you can just identify. Okay, if rain is there, then what? How much the sales fluctuations are happening or business fluctuations are happening? These data you can take it.
okay, yeah. Thank you, sir. So that was all my
Okay.
questions. So, but I have not got
Okay,
my
fine.
proposal feedback. I submitted like on.
Yeah, that I told you. Like it will take some time. You'll get a notification. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Hello,
Mhm.
sir. Uh,
Yeah,
am I
tell me.
audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are
Yeah.
audible.
So actually, sir, I have registered for the BDM Capstone project in this term only in the month of and actually I submitted the first proposal draft in the month of January cycle.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, actually, what happened due to my extreme academic activities in my normal college, I was not able to follow up. So is it possible like I can submit it again in the next cycle in the month of April? Is it possible
You are in which term?
in this term only, sir? Jan term only.
You have a time, right? You have a
Yeah.
different timelines. So in that particular timeline, you have to finish the project. So it's depending upon you. If you are not able to submit in this term, you can submit in the next term as well.
No,
No
no, sir. Like
issues.
my doubt is if I'm not able to follow up one cycle, then I can just go to the next cycle, right? In the same term, like cycle one, I was not
Yes,
able
yes,
to
yes.
follow up, then I can just go to cycle
Yeah,
three
yeah.
or cycle four, like
That's fine.
last cycle four, not beyond that, right?
That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. You can go. It's a proposal phase or it's a final.
No, sir. It was my first proposal. It actually got accepted. After that, I was supposed to submit the report, midterm report.
Then you have to submit the midterm, midterm only. In the next submission, you can submit the midterm report. That is not an issue.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me. Ali.
Sir, I have taken a BDM in this January term, sir.
Mhm.
Okay, so I submitted my proposal during the second cycle of this Jan term. So my proposal was basically allocation of resources from an MNC, sir. So they were very, very
Okay.
specific about not giving the actual data. So they were giving the data that they use for their training purposes. Do you get my point, sir?
Mm-hmm.
So they themselves
Mm-hmm.
prepared a data, a mock data kind of a thing, with mock
Mm-hmm.
email IDs, mock names, not the real ones. So is it fine to
Mm-hmm.
use that data, sir, in this thing?
No, it's not actual data. It's something like they are making the data for the training purpose, right? So from there, how you'll just do the prediction, right, about the sales, profit, or whatever the analysis you are going to do it, right? You won't be able to get something, some fruitful outcome from there.
Okay, okay. But they were,
Yeah.
but they are having some confidentiality, sir, like in these companies. So I'm
So
not sure.
this is what we are doing. We are giving some this certificate from IIT, and you can sign a NOC, that NDA agreement with them. Like you won't be able to disclose the data. If it is
Like,
required, you can just ask them. I can sign the NDA agreement with you. I will not disclose the data, and I am using this data for IIT project purpose only.
okay, okay, okay. But is the MNCs, they were like, they were very specific about not giving the
Yes, yes,
details.
yeah.
So that
So
was,
it might be difficult for you, but you have to find it out the way, like because this data you can't able to use. This is something random data they have created for training and purpose.
sir, is it fine if I take the data from, they even said that they even use data from the government websites, sir. So is it fine to use the government data and all? Um,
Government data in the sense I am not able to understand what type of data it is.
Sir, something like weather prediction data and all are actually there in government websites, it seems, sir. My
You
government
can
dot.
take the data. You can take a
Okay.
data for the prediction and these things, but the thing is that the data should be interpreted with your results. It should not be something like a random data.
Okay, okay.
Like I told previously to one of the students,
So you're not audible. Hello?
like you
Voice
can
stop.
collect the data, and if you want to map, you want to see the prediction. Hello, audible? I'm audible.
Now, yes, sir.
So what I mean to say, like I told you, I think in the to one student, like if he want to do the analysis for the sales, right? So he can just take a data for the prediction of the weather, right? He can take weather prediction data, how the sales is going to affect with the weather, different type of rainy season, how it is changing, right? So
Okay.
that if you are correlating that data for weather prediction, your actual data, then it is fine.
Okay. So I can actually, the companies are using some of the external data, sir, which is like publicly available. So if I use such data, is it fine? Like it's not a secondary data, it's a primary data itself, but it is available in the different websites. It's like open source data form. Is that fine, sir?
No,
Uh,
how it then it is a second, how it is a primary data, I'm not getting. Because we are
sir, so
having
for example,
data
the
in the
data
open
that you
portal.
fill, I'm not saying Kaggle, sir. Kaggle and GitHub, they have secondary data, sir. So it is
Hmm.
like clean data and all those things. It's like a data that has been used and they're providing. So some of the primary data, yeah, for example, as I said in the government website, sir. So they are actually
Hmm.
raw data. So the such websites are even available in other countries' portal also. Say for example,
So,
like
Anil, what I will suggest you can just drop us a mail.
okay,
So we'll look into it, like what type of data it is, and because you don't able to describe all the data details here, it's an open platform. Right. So better you can just send us a mail. Just describe what exactly you are looking for, what type of data you are finding it out, and how you can use it. So we'll just give a feedback on that, whether it is possible or not.
okay, you're saying that I need to submit the kind of data I'm using, right? To your
No,
mail.
you don't have to submit the data. You just try to just mail us and write the details, what exactly the details you are having.
Okay,
Right.
okay, okay.
What type of data you are thinking to do the analysis and how MLC's data you are correlating with this particular open source data.
Okay, 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 okay.
And
Okay, sir.
what are your problem statements? You can just drop us a mail
My problem statement
and
was
we look
basically
into.
resource allocation, sir, based on the skill set and the company's demand and all those things. So,
Okay, okay.
I mean, yes,
You
sir,
just
that itself is
drop me a
very
mail. I'll just You drop us a mail. I look into it and will revert you back regarding the same.
Okay, okay, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
May I go next?
Yeah, Ravi. Yeah, you are the
Yeah,
only
yeah.
one.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon again. And
Yeah, good.
essentially, after a long search, I got a problem associated with a mid-sized manufacturing plastic component manufacturing company, which has
Mm-hmm.
multiple locations, and their problem is about the loading factor on the machines.
Mm-hmm.
So they want their injection molding machines loading factor to be known so that they can move the machines to different locations to ensure they are loaded. So they want a kind of
Okay.
a dashboard for this. So the data that I
Okay.
have is about the number of machines that they have, the locations they are at, and the projects that
Mm-hmm.
they are actually having, and when the project has started, how many parts are to be made, and when is the project ending. This is the information that I have. With this, I'll be able to
Okay.
construct a dashboard for loading factor of the machines, and based on that, a decision will be taken whether to move a machine or not.
Yes,
Is
yes, yes,
this
yes. Good.
something which will be
Yeah, it's a good problem actually. I will reframe this problem. So there are two things: moving the machine and moving the product, right?
yeah, product actually is sorry, your connection, I'm not sure. I'm not sure
Like
if
if
it
you are manufacturing some product, sometimes
uh, if there was a break in between. Sorry, now you're audible. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. So there are two things like transporting a product and transporting a machine, right? So
yeah,
this is a good analysis. How you can just do it? You can just see what exactly the cost you are bearing up when you are just shifting the machines, right?
yeah,
And how much cost will be there when you are having the same machines in the same location and you are transporting the product.
yeah.
Like what is happening? We are making our roads nowadays, right? So what we are making a different slabs, big
Mm-hmm,
slabs we are making, and
mm-hmm.
we are transporting the slab to the particular location. So
Correct.
if you transport whole machine to the particular location, it will be more like costly. It will cost huge cost will be there associated with that handling the machines and all. If you are sending only the slab, then it might cost less. So these
Mm-hmm.
things you can just find it out. I'm giving a suggestion for you. Like these
Yeah,
also you can
yeah,
just do it. How much
yeah,
cost effective? What process is more cost effective?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you can make a dashboard for this. This is looking fine.
this is okay. The reason why I'm asking this again is because um, the quantum of data, the data quality, the data cleaning that is perhaps they're going to be involved in what the other gentleman was just saying about weather data from a government website. That level of data
Mhm.
cleaning is not really there in that. There is a limited set of data
Okay.
because they have a limited set of machines.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. I got it.
okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's not an issue.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is the first thing. The second one is I am in cycle 2. I have
Okay.
not submitted a proposal as yet.
Okay.
I was just hoping I will have this discussion with you and submit in April time frame when it is coming up, April before April 10th. Now,
Fine.
is this okay, or is it that I have to defer it for
It's
something
okay.
else?
Like it's okay. It's okay. You have to finish your Capstone project within a one cycle, whole cycle. Like there are multiple in one term. Sorry, in
Yeah,
one term there are multiple cycles. So
yeah,
in any
yeah,
of the cycles, you can submit the proposal or midterm or this thing. It's not an issue. But you have to finish your project within one term.
yeah.
So there are multiple cycle. You can opt it, and you can submit your proposal and all.
Yeah. Here is where I have the next question on this. I actually
Yes. Yes.
registered for BDM last term. I did not do my project
Okay.
then. I don't know
Okay.
if actually, I mean, there was a requirement for us to fill a form asking if we want to finish it in September term or in the January term. I don't remember having
Mm-hmm.
filled it, or if what I filled if I did.
Okay.
How can I refer it and know what it is that because as I
So
understand, if I
for
said yes,
this,
yeah.
for
Uh,
this, I'm not able to answer this question
mhm.
because these are something like a support team is handling
Okay.
whatever your database and how you have registered. So better you can just drop a mail to support team,
Okay.
CC me.
Yeah.
They'll respond you what exactly the current situation, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
accordingly you can just take a call.
Yeah, and when you are asking me to copy, you would be more than glad to. But email address would be
I'll share
your.
you the email address in the
All right.
chat box. I'll share.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So the point you just said, the time span for the project is not 1 term, is 2 term, because it's
Okay.
January
Okay. Okay. No,
till
no, no.
till
It's
June.
it's I think 1 term. If you are doing from January, then if you are proposing the September term, right? Then you have to complete up to that. I think May term has to complete with December, right?
Yes, sir. Almost like a 2 term, approximately.
It's a 6 months. That is what I'm telling. It's a 6 months. Within a 6 months, you have to complete it. Everything you have to complete it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thanks, sir. Just want to
Uh-huh.
confirm this.
So you can refer the submission dates also. We have already shared the submission dates. So within these dates, if you are enrolling for January term, what are the dates you need to submit and what are the different submission cycles? Right, it is already cleared in that. So just refer it. I'll also share that details with you all. I don't know whether
There is a document that I
it's
have open on my screen. If can I share my screen?
you can share or you can just drop it in a chat box also so that we can refer it.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello,
Patel.
sir.
Yeah.
First time when I sent my project proposal in cycle 1, it was not accepted. But I collect the feedback. After that, I modify and submit my project proposal in cycle 2. There was a link. I submit the proposal there. Is it right or wrong?
No, you are enrolled in which term? September,
January,
no?
January 2020.
Then it is fine. It is fine. It is fine. You have already
Because
received the link for the submission.
Yes, cycle 1 link is not available now, not active. That's why cycle 2, my project proposal is not accepted yet. I modify and again submit. But in the cycle 2, I submit. Is it right or wrong?
No, it's fine. If it is rejected in cycle 1, you can submit in cycle 2. Okay. No issues.
And I think unless my project proposal got submitted, there is no question of Viva. Is there any Viva for me?
Viva is after your final submission.
Okay. Sir, actually...
This is your midterm or proposal, right? This is your proposal or midterm?
Proposal. Proposal is not accepted yet.
So what will happen after proposal? You have to submit a midterm. After midterm, you have to submit a final, and after final, your Viva will be there.
No, sir. Actually, I have planned that after accepting the proposal, I take some time, and after 30th April, I will concentrate on the project. Is it possible?
No. So you can concentrate on the project for different submissions, not for the Viva. Viva is the end phase of the project. Right after all the submission, you will have the Viva.
No, actually, 30th April is the exam of January term. I have other 3 subjects also. That's why I collect the data, and after that, after 30th April, I should concentrate on the project, how to implement it. But I want to take 1 month break. Is it possible?
Then you have to register for the new term.
New term will start when?
You have to start afresh because you have to follow the deadlines. In that deadlines, if you are not fulfilling completing your BDM project, then you have to register for the new term.
What is the final time to complete the BDM project?
It's there in the timeline. Now you can see. I think Ravi is sharing. In that, it's already written. So from 16 February, it is starting, and you have to finish it up to last, I think, June or July. What is the last deadline?
Okay.
So,
so this thing you can follow it.
So if we start on 16th, just 1 second, Champa, probably this will clarify. If I start on 16th, I have a possibility to actually do it by 2nd of July also, right? It is not like I have to complete only in this thing, in this row, in this column, correct? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Back to back, you can just do a submission. What people has done previously, Their proposal is ready, right? Meanwhile, they are ready, just making ready their midterm report as well. So in the next submission, they can submit a midterm. So they can just say the time.
Yeah, like if I start on 16th and 28th, like 28th is the proposal approval and all that. For some reason, if I'm not
Correct.
able to make the 5th May timeline, I can shift to June, correct?
Yeah, you can shift to June.
I can shift
That
to
is
June.
fine.
Okay, that is fine, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
But beyond that is not a possibility because that's the end of it.
Beyond that, it's not. It's fine. Because if you are submitting on 5th June, then you have subsequent submissions as well, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
accordingly, your other submissions are changing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. All right.
Okay.
All right. Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Ravi,
Shanpa, is
Ravi,
it clear?
Okay, fine.
Sir, hello, sir.
Ravi,
Sir,
just to confirm, Sampath, can I have 2 minutes?
okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Ravi, the thing you said, uh, this April will be last submission date because according to the timeline, I will not have date till, I mean, why in this term, the time span for this term, it will be till July, and this April 16 will be the last date till I can give the project, because according to the timeline that would be not
No, you
sufficient.
don't have to don't have to go according to a timeline. You can just like submit your project on 16 Feb also, and finish it on 20 June also. So you can do that.
You can shift the cycles parallelly also. If you started on February cycle, that is what even sir was actually clarifying, that you just because
Yes, yes.
you're missing this midterm on 5th March doesn't mean that's the end of it. You can go for 5th April or 5th May or 5th
So you
June.
have, so I want to clarify, you have 4 cycles. In a term, you have 4 cycles. You will see 5th March, 5th April, 5th May, and 5th June. These are the different cycles. You have 4 cycles, right? In any of the 4 cycles, you can do a submission.
Yes, sir.
Sir, midterm submission means a rough sketch of the project or completed project.
No, no, no. Midterm is different. You will get you just check the guidelines, rubrics. There we have already shared what exactly will be the midterm content. It's there, na midterm. So midterm, you have to submit executive summary, proof of originality of the data, metadata analysis, descriptive explanation of analysis process method. So these things you have to include in the midterm. Right. Similar to that, final submission also we have given what exactly should be the content for the final submission and what is the weightage of the marks. So these things you have to follow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I think things are cleared now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
One
Thanks,
more
Ravi, for
question.
sharing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have the subject BDM also. So will
Okay.
there be any live session for clearing the doubts of the assignment within
So
like
that
today
I
or
don't know.
tomorrow?
I'm not involved in the coursework. So I'm totally for the projects. I'm dealing with the project things. So I don't know how, but at anyhow, you can have a TA session for that project, that course as well, right?
Okay.
Shampa, you can watch previous live sessions. There is no quiz one revision sessions for BDM subject. You can watch previous live sessions.
No, there is a graded assignment submission. I have some doubts, but I missed the previous live session. That's why.
Yes, graded assignment live sessions are there. You can check in the calendar.
Yes, yes. You can check in the calendar; it's already there. So thanks to all for cooperating and just clearing other doubt. So it's quite beneficial for me as well, like because of some of the doubts are coming which are not of my domain, and you people are explaining that. It's a very good thing. Like we can have a participation of all of you in the meeting. Okay. So yeah, Nikhil.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me,
Hello,
Nikhil.
am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Hello.
Yeah, you are audible. Tell me.
Sir, I want to do a project on a sector as a whole instead of focusing on individual business.
Okay.
Because I am from rural area, I want to do a project on agriculture. I want to track 10 farmers in one cropping cycle and
Okay.
analyze the problems as a whole.
Okay.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it is fine. So you are analyzing the issues of 10 farmers as a whole.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is fine. It is fine. So
And
what is the problem? What is the problem you are finding it out? That might be the problem statement. I can't say depends upon like if you are analyzing the problem
uh,
related to pesticides.
no,
Pesticides.
no,
I'm
no,
giving an
no.
example.
I want to analyze the individual differences in the revenues of farmers. Some farmers are earning more and some farmers are earning less.
Okay.
So I want to analyze
Yeah,
the
it's
individual
it's fine.
differences. So, sir,
It's fine. It's fine.
for that, the crop cycle will be from June to September,
June to September. Okay.
September end. So,
Uh-huh.
I have taken the project this term, but for that data collection to happen, I have to plan my project for the next term.
Okay. Okay. Yes. 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 Because it's not possible to complete in this term.
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
is that
So you have
possible, sir?
submitted the proposal or
No, sir.
you have
No, sir.
submitted the proposal anything?
No, sir.
Okay. So the thing is that you if this semester you in which term you are applying you have to complete it. But for your case, just drop us a mail. I'll look into it. How I will help you out in this particular situation, right?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank
You
you, sir.
drop a mail.
Yes,
Drop a
sir.
mail. Just describe the issues.
Yes.
I'll just check. I'll just check what are the possible options we are having. We'll help you
Okay,
out.
sir.
No problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
your mail ID, sir.
I have already given in the chat
Yes,
box.
sir. Yes,
You
sir.
can
Yes,
check.
it's there, sir.
Yeah.
It's there.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fine.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah. Rohan.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Tell me.
Sir, I just have a little doubt for the data. Sir,
Mm-hmm.
as I have discussed in previous session about my problem statement, it's related to the workers, like their misbehavior and due to which the sales are not that much. So for that, you have suggested for a survey to understand what's the issue between owners and workers.
Mm-hmm.
So, sir, I reached that owner with this solution. So he
Mm-hmm.
said that he doesn't do this like custom workers survey to get the information. So I don't have that survey information. So if
Okay.
I do the survey, it will be just one time survey of workers. So it's not sufficient for the data.
Mm-hmm.
So, sir, can you suggest more
So
methods?
what's
Yes,
your
sir.
problem? What you are trying to find it out? This is the only problem statement you are having.
Yes, sir.
Behavior of
No, sir.
behavior of
It's just a little bit of it. Like the
it's a part of it,
workers
right?
are not coming on time, asking for more money, and like fightings with the owners regularly and not listening to them. So
So
due to which
one
the
thing I will tell you, one thing I
yes,
will tell you that this is the biggest problem in the industries as of now, right?
yes,
If you, I'll give you an example of Swiggy also. Like Swiggy, what previously,
yes. Last time
I
you
think 2 months
mentioned.
before.
Yes,
Um, uh, so what they have done, the workers has done the strike, right?
yes,
And
sir.
the owner at anyhow they have to just settle down what exactly the problems the workers are facing because whole business is depending upon the worker, right? If they are
Yes, sir.
just going through, then the business will not run. So this is a pinpoint for all the organization, right? Okay, you
So,
are getting my point.
yes, sir.
So for this, what you have to do, you have to do a negotiation with the whatever the salesperson they are you are having, right? You have to do a
Yes,
negotiation. You don't have to just find it out what exactly they are. You don't have to agree for all the things they are asking, but
yes,
they also don't want like if you see some of the case studies, what happened? The unions they are putting 20 requests, right, with the company owners or like higher authorities. So in that, if you are, if they also know like 20 things the company owner will not accept, but they'll accept 5 to 10 or something like a very genuine concern, right? So just find it out what exactly are the genuine concerns they are having, right? If the travel they are coming late, so why they are coming late is the point. Like if they are coming from very remote location, where the traveling time itself is taking 1 to 2 hours and they are traveling with the common transport, then he has to bear up with some of the workers like, okay, this is fine. Some of the workers I can manage with this particular time, and some of the workers I can manage in that particular time. He can make a shift also, right? If he is having 20 workers, he can make a shift of 10 workers. Like if some people are having difficulties in coming in the morning time, he can just provide a shift, so in the evening time, they can have a shift. So they can just extend, they can opt for the shifting thing, right?
Yes.
Different shift, morning shift, evening shift. That is what, if somebody is having a problem with coming in the morning time, he can just opt for the evening shift.
Yes, sir. So, sir,
Okay.
for
Okay.
this is the solution, but for the data purpose, what data should I go after? Like,
So for this, I don't think you have any data, particular data, because it's something like negotiation things, right? Something negotiation and something a policies which companies has to make. So for the policies, you don't have any data. For negotiation, you don't have any data. So you have to find it out the potential business problem. You can give a suggestion for this. You can give a recommendation for this. But
yes,
as per the data, you can't just put the data and analyze the data for this, because it's something like a conceptual problem.
so, sir, for this project, should I go with this problem or? Uh,
So this is the only problem which you are focusing on this project about this one is not is not a feasible solution for the project. Right? You have to go for some data-based problem, right? Because this is something like you are managing a business data management, right? BDM project. It's a BDM
okay.
project, right? So with respect to data, you have to interpret. So it's something like whatever you are learning in the class, right? You are learning different methods to analyze the data that you have to implement in this particular project. You can always open for the suggestions and for recommendation. That always you can put in your report. But these for this particular case, it is not a particular with respect to suggestion. You can make whole project. It's not feasible. So for this data should come in picture. So you need
Yeah,
some data for that, for analysis, for applying the approaches which you have learned in the class, right? So that thing
yes.
you have to just take it here with the help of the data, and you have to show like these are the different analysis approaches I'm using with this particular organization.
So, sir, I have to look for a different problem the business is
Yeah,
facing.
yeah. So you can ask him. You can ask him a different problem statement. You can just discuss with him. So what exactly? This is one of the problem, right? But it is not a, database problem, data centric problem, right? So you have to find it out what exactly the problem he is also facing with respect to the data, like sales data, inventory data, purchase data, forecasting data. If you need to forecast is something like so for that you need a data for 1 year, more than 1 year, so that you can forecast what exactly is happening in the future, what exactly the future trends, what are the products coming in the market, and what are their future trends. So you can suggest him with respect to that also.
So, sir, can I take this problem as well as that the database problem, or
Yes,
should
yes,
I?
sir. You can take a both problem. You can
So,
take a both
I
problem,
can take.
because this is what I told you. It's a conceptual problem. It's not a feasible solution. So you can just make it as a suggestion point, and the other database problem you can just do for the analysis part.
So, sir, when I write the title for the project, should I mention only the database problem or this other one
No,
too?
no, you don't have to write this one. So it's something you can write optimization of this particular organization with respect to sales forecast, or like whatever the problem statement you are
Yes.
making it out. So you have to make a generalized statement. You don't have to find it out a data approach or something. You just reframe your title.
Okay, sir.
So in optimization, you are writing or something you are writing in optimization. This is also a way of optimization, like how you are going to do a negotiation, how you're going to do like this thing. So these things will come in the optimization, optimization of the resources on the basis of conceptual study.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So only one proposal is accepted, right? Even if I have two possibilities with two different companies, I can do only one, or is it that I can do both of them? Which one is that? I'm
No, no,
little
no. Only one is possible. It's
only
one
one.
is possible. Like if you are having a different organization, so in one proposal only you can just write like you are doing a competitive analysis for this particular organization because
Okay.
it's quite hectic.
Mhm.
Sir, one more doubt. If the other problem
When you are
statement,
moving forward, because we have to analyze all the finally to take yeah, I'll take your question.
I lost you for a,
So
I
this
lost
is
you
what.
for a, I lost you
okay,
for a
sir.
few
Okay.
minutes. Your voice
Okay,
was
okay.
not
So
there.
Rohan, I'll answer Ravi question. Yeah. So basically, what exactly is happening? You can do a competitive analysis. In that competitive analysis, you can just do a analysis for the different organization. But making two organizations differently and analyzing their data is quite difficult.
Okay.
When you are moving with the project, it is very hectic for you as well.
Right. Right. Okay.
So you have to choose one organization at a time.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Rohan, tell me.
Sir, if the other problem statement has some effect due to this problem, so can I mention
Mhm.
this one and the solution for this one too?
Yes, yes. That you can mention it there. Like
Like
you
I
can
have
just
done some
mention with
research on
respect to.
this, so I have one solution for this problem. So,
Okay.
so if it affects
You can.
numbers, I can.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. You can just make a map, right? You can just make a chart. Okay,
Yes.
you can just make some somewhat chart type of thing, and there you can map it like this is the problem, and what are the feasible uh, solutions, or what are the things affecting with this particular thing. So from that bar, not bar chart, organization charts are there, hierarchies are there, like a lot of things are there in PPTs or in Word also. You can make that chart type of thing and you can just show. So it's basically that is what I'm showing. It's a conceptual study. It's a good study. I'm not saying it's not a good study, but you also have to focus on the data. So along
Okay,
with
sir.
that, you can implement these things also. It will enhance the impact of your project.
Okay, sir.
You're getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So you can just put something like in the first video I've shown. I don't have attached my this pen and paper. I don't have right now. Otherwise, I would have told you like how you have to do it, right? So
Yes, sir.
that you have to map it properly, and you have to show like what are the effects, what are the causes with this particular problem if it is existing in the organization. That you can just show it, but it is a conceptual thing. It's not a database thing, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can give as many suggestions and recommendation in your report, right? So it's
Okay.
not restricted. It's totally depending upon you. But some outcome from the data should also be there. That is a major thing which should be highlighted in the report. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Fine. Fine. I hope it is clear. I think no more doubts are there. No more raised hands. Okay, then we can wind up the meeting if all things are clear.
Thank you.
Fine.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so
Thank you, sir.
maybe
Thank you, sir.
next time I'll check. I'll just try to give you the details, or I'll upload a video separately for what exactly the metadata things, problem solving approach. What are the things should be there?
Yes, sir.
These
That
things
will
I'll
be
just
great, sir.
maybe.
Metadata and description are
Yeah, yeah.
quite confusing.
Yeah, sure. So maybe in the next session we can discuss. I'll just explain you what exactly the metadata and the other things I'll explain you with respect to that. Already I've explained in I think lecture 1, but I think I missed this part, right? So
I think
maybe
next
I'll
session
include
will
this
be, I
part.
think, sir, we have quiz on next session, like next Sunday. So I think that will not be possible. But if you can upload that
Okay.
on your YouTube channel separately, so that will be helpful for the like next time.
Yeah, sure, sure. I'll make a video and I'll upload it. No problem.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
when will the recording be
Okay.
uploaded on channel of this session?
Which one?
Of
This
this
session?
Yes.
This session recording I'll update by today evening or tomorrow. You'll get
Okay,
it
sir.
there.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Okay, okay, bye.
Have a
Okay,
good day.
bye.
Bye.
Happy
Bye.
weekend. Bye,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye, bye, bye.